Undoubtedly, you've heard the phrase, "you are what you eat." In a way, that aphorism holds true for songs that are written as well. When you hear a song, you are, generally, hearing what the songwriter is currently processing. You know that love song that you adore so much? Yeah, that was probably written by someone in love. You know that breakup song that helped you get through that hard breakup? Yeah, that was probably written by someone who was going through a breakup, using the songwriting exercise to help them process their hurts, their feelings, their emotions. Of course, there are exceptions to this rule, and some songs tell stories, etc. But in general, when you hear a song, it kind of connects you with the songwriter and their experiences. When it comes to worship songs, perhaps you could substitute "you are what you eat" with the new axiom, "you are what you read." I absolutely love it when I can hear a worship song and know what part of the Bible they have been reading or studying. And this is clearly the case with today's song, "Made Alive." The entirety of this song is basically a summation of Ephesians 2, verses 2 through 10. So much so that you can almost line up the lyrics with the text, sentence by sentence. Here's the passage from Ephesians. "As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins, in which you used to live. Like the rest, we were by nature deserving of wrath. But because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace that you have been saved. And God raised us up with Christ and seated us with him in the heavenly realms in Christ Jesus, in order that in the coming ages we might show the incomparable riches of his grace expressed in his kindness to us in Christ Jesus. For it is by grace that you have been saved through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." So when you're singing the song "Made Alive," you're really reciting a paraphrase of Ephesians 2. Isn't that amazing? There's one more prominent line in the chorus that I want to draw your attention to that we can find in 1 Corinthians 6, where it says quite plainly, "You are not your own. You were bought at a price." So I have 3 questions that I'd like to ask you. 1, if we were once dead in our transgressions, what are some examples of how you have seen that the wages of sin are death? 2, what is it that makes us alive? And 3, how does it make you feel knowing that you weren't borrowed or loaned or rented, but that you were purchased with a great price?